Tadaima, welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is a very important video to me because I am signing off from YouTube for now. Here's the statue. Very tall. One. Okay. Oh my god, crazy. Oh no. I am the queen in the castle. Last beautiful view of Japan and my beautiful friends. And I've been thinking a lot about what I wanted to kind of do with my YouTube channel. As I'm no longer studying in Japan, I don't have access to filming, you know, the content that you guys are here for. However, I was there for 4 months, and that is a part of my life that is with me forever. And I wanted to talk about it with you guys, talk about the good and the bad. And this is going to be a longer video because it's my life story. So if you guys are interested in seeing how we got here, how Japan went, how we're doing, all of that's going to be covered in this video. I just want to recap and share more about my journey, especially behind the scenes, what you didn't see, and I'll answer a lot of your questions. So I am currently in my new dorm room. So I am super happy. I am back at my state college in Connecticut, which I love. I've always known for the entirety of my life that I've wanted to travel and see the world. I was the kid in 4th grade with the anime shirts and the Pokemon belts, and that's always been me. I've always been obsessed with. I wanted to go to Australia for a little. That's still on my bucket list, hopefully soon. And for my first year of college, I decided it's time to leave Connecticut. I was born and raised here. My family was born and raised here. I was ready to go. I was ready to spread my wings. So I went to a school in Georgia, kind of where I want to start this video off, I guess. I went to college at the University of North Georgia, the most beautiful school you will ever lay eyes on. I fell in love instantly. They had cute little shops, cute little buildings. They had a gold peak tower. I was obsessed, and I made good friends, and I loved it. And I learned to shotgun a beer for the first time, and that I could make friends no matter where I am and who I'm with.
Hang on, I have to sing a song. We like to drink with Lauren, Addie, and Audrey because they are our friends. We like to drink with them because they get it down and... Y'all aren't done? Jesus, y'all. Here you go.
But it wasn't my home. And I decided that, you know what? I actually came home for Thanksgiving one year, and I decided to come up to the school that I'm at now. It was probably the most fun I'd had in forever, being with my hometown friends, having people who actually know me and can relate to my Connecticut lifestyle. Going on to this video, the number one question is, well, why did you choose Japan? Why did you choose Georgia? Why did you leave Connecticut? You know, so, you know, that's what we're going to be answering today. So I came home, I wanted to study abroad, and the first reason that I actually went to University of North Georgia was because they offered Japanese classes. However, I did not get into those Japanese classes because they were fully booked. So I took French for a semester, killed it, of course. I'm a language bilingual, trilingual queen. But I got here and they also had Japanese classes. So I started taking those. I'm like a year behind, but whatever. I took those classes. I've been studying Japanese for 2 years. And in my first semester, I went to my teacher and I said, I'd really like to study abroad in Japan. Like, do you have opportunities for that? And he has been so helpful. Thank you, Chendo Sensei. You are truly the best sensei that there is. So helpful, getting me started with the study abroad process, introducing me to the study abroad coordinator, and I was even able to, before I went to Japan, find out that I could meet people from Kansai Gaidai in my school because we have the exchange program. So that was awesome. I was able to meet 2 Japanese students, and I was even able to hang out with one of their girlfriends in Japan, which was awesome. I do kind of want to talk about the application process. I got my coffee cup. Shout out to Destiny. I'm gonna link her Instagram down below because like she made this coffee cup for me and I love it. It's my signature. Anyways, the application process was really not that bad. It was just kind of like a lot of waiting. I submitted my application and I think I heard back about 3 months later that I was officially accepted. And then I had to do a lot of paperwork such as medical forms and, you know, like that kind of stuff, making sure I was like good to go. Are my classes gonna work? You know, I'm a political science major, so what is Japan gonna do for me? And I was able to take 3 political science classes. I took a criminal justice system class, I took the Japanese public policy class, and I took international negotiation. So they actually offered some incredible classes for my major. And it's something to just like look into, because any place that you could go, they're gonna have classes for everything, and you never know what's gonna interest you. This is just a quick search up online of the courses that Kansai Gaidai offers. We have arts, business, and administration courses, which I'm gonna show off right now. They also have studio art courses such as ceramics, studio art, architecture, and you can even learn to play an instrument. I also took 2 Japanese classes. Thank God I knew like a year's worth of Japanese before I went, because I don't think I could have survived. I don't think I could have survived, and I don't think I would have made it through the entire semester of the first level of Japanese, because that probably would have killed me. I know a lot of people struggled with like being a first semester Japanese student from America or like another place and not really understanding the language, and that was kind of hard for everyone. However, you know, I picked my classes, I got into the ones I wanted, and I did not get my visa until maybe 5 days before I was supposed to go to Japan. So I was terrified about that, and that is just like a warning. If you're ever gonna consider studying abroad, be prepared, because it's like a lot of just waiting around, like I said. But yeah, then I finally decided to go. I had a lot of anxiety about leaving forever, not forever, but like for 4 months away from my family, away from my friends, especially because being in Georgia and having the sense that I failed, I was scared that that was gonna happen again. And down the line, I wanted to quit. I didn't think I could do it, and I really did want to go home. I know you guys didn't see that behind the cameras, but it was really a struggle to be in a foreign country with no friends, but friends that you probably won't see again for years on end. That was definitely a big thing, but having my dad to help me fly across the country, move into my dorm.
We asked 2 servers which their favorite meat was, and they both said tongue. Here's what we're making. Tongue.
Blessing that I know not everyone is fortunate enough to have, but oh my god, experiencing Japan with my dad was crazy, because that man is like, love him, love my dad to death. How is he everywhere ever? Like, I'll be in my hometown, there he is, he's at the grocery store that I'm at, you know, so he's everywhere. And to see him in Japan while I'm out with my friends and he's just right there, like not even looking for me, just like He's just walking around. He's just chilling. Oh my god, I just bumped into my dad in Japan. That was like the craziest moment of my life. But yeah, I loved exploring him and getting like associated with Japan, whatever. I think honestly my favorite part of Japan was the temples. The absolutely beautiful temples.
I learned a lot about Shinto and Buddhism, the religions in Japan, how to properly pray to the gods, and the different signs of respect that they have in Japan.
Do you think there's koi fish in here? The access to traveling is so insane. I was able to visit I think honestly everything that I wanted to see in Japan. I would have loved to see Mount Fuji, but I think that's the only thing, like, I could pass on that. I got to see the Tokyo Tower. I got to see Hiroshima, which has literally been my dream since I heard about World War II. On top of the world, guys. Blowing kisses to the people down there. Because I am the queen in the castle.
Bring your stuff, bring your stuff.
This is so beautiful. One of the most beautiful sights I've ever seen. It's absolutely surreal to think that these are memories in my head that have happened to me. To think that there are videos that I've made and created and poured my heart and soul into about these incredible experiences that not everyone gets to have. So, you know, I hope that you guys have been able to get some kind of entertainment out of it, some, you know, escapism, whatever. But yeah, it was honestly unreal. Down there, you can see the airport over there. Nice bridge.
I don't know, man. Did you do it?
Yeah, one push for each.
Seriously?
Yeah, that's Jay.
Alright. Enough white tourists.
The girls are fighting. So cool. Yeah, that's crazy. What a great day. Just feel alive. Well, I never thought I'd get in a pool in Japan.
YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What I'm gonna say?
The classes there were honestly really, really stressful. Having classes 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, is not something that I'm very used to. I'm kind of spoiled. I usually only have class Monday through Thursday here in America, so having a Friday class, especially at 9 a.m. Was absolutely gut-wrenching. Waking up in the morning was brutal. I got through it. I didn't really have like too much homework, and the tests weren't as bad, but for classes like my Kanji class, that class was brutal. My international negotiation class was also brutal, with like writing assignments, and but those were the only two that, you know, here are my grades. I really didn't do the best. I am actually very studious. I throw myself into school. I love doing school. And it takes a lot for me to admit that I didn't do my best and could have done better. But I was also in Japan. Like, I was exploring. I was doing literally the shit people dream about. When I was in 5th grade, I watched Mew Mew Power, the anime, and they fought in front of Tokyo Tower, and I said, I'm gonna see that one day. Alright, we're gonna eat fish. I think this is salmon. It's my first time ever eating fish. Kind of tastes like chicken. And my grades took a hit. My mental health really took a hit, and that was definitely a cause to the grades. But it's hard when you don't have a support system where you are. I've been in therapy my entire life. This is super personal, but we're being open and honest today. I've been in therapy since I was in 4th fucking grade. I didn't have a therapist. I didn't have like really people to talk to, anyone to talk to. I mean, they all speak Japanese. You think they understand the term anxiety? Probably not. That was definitely rough, but we got through it. And you know, I was a Dean's List student for 2 years, so having C's on my transcript doesn't make me feel the best, but what can you do? Like, sometimes you have to prioritize other things, and I think that's what I kind of learned this semester, was that you have to prioritize yourself, and that's something that I haven't really done in the past. So I want to thank you, Japan, for showing me how to prioritize myself. I think the number one thing that kind of got me out of my funk, or at least like helped me relax, was traveling. One of the first things I did before I came to Japan was make a bucket list of every single thing, or like most of the fun things that I wanted to do in Japan. So when I was feeling kind of down, I would look at that and be like, what can I do today? And I didn't get it all done. Here's my list, and here's some of the things. I want to put it into like a projection board. Maybe by the end of this video it'll be done. But yeah, it's unreal experience. Balloons. I don't know, what is this?
You can buy like this, then you can write fortune, then you can put this.
Oh, okay.
You want to?
Might be okay. Purple is the worst.
Purple is the next step. And then the yellow, and then the red.
Oh no. Don't make fun of me. In the pool. I never thought I'd be in a pool in Japan. Guys, I found Todd. I think we have to buy it. What do you think this is? Really a shot? We are at Hiroshima Castle. Wow. You are the cutest little baby I've ever seen in my whole life. Can you bow? This guy is like crazy tonight. Just like that. Wow.
These are the stars.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
I also loved, you know, going to the clubs, going to the bars, seeing the strippers. I did accidentally give a stripper $60 one time instead of $10. That was fun waking up to the next morning. But, you know, it's good to go and dance. The music was very surprisingly similar to America, so I felt right at home there. People were friendly. They were like, oh my god, Americans, like, what are you doing here? That was always something that, you know, brought me joy. It was a little bit of escapism for me. It was definitely an experience to be clubbing there and staying out.
The ambulance is coming.
The ambulance.
Instead of like here where you just Uber home. But there you have to worry about the trains. Like, transportation is something that you don't really think of, but is so important in your everyday life. But when I came back, I cannot tell you how happy and relieved and just euphoric it felt to drive my car. Blasting music, like, it was unreal. So just being able to be home and having, like, you know, the simple things that you take for granted. You take for granted being able to have a casual conversation with the grocery store cashier, and you take for granted having to fill up your car with gas, and you take for granted having a job and having relatively easy classes. I want to talk about the amazing people I met at Kansai Gaidai in Japan. Living in an international dorm was fantastic. I met people from Germany every day. I was hanging out with people from Norway, hanging out with people from Japan and China and Korea, and all these people are taking the same class to learn the same language, and it was just like, there's no way. I definitely want to have, you know, my honorable mentions. Number 1, Sakura. I hope that you're watching this. I love you with my entire heart and soul. You opened your life up to me and showed me how awesome Japan could be, showed me how to wear a kimono, and, you know, taught me funny words. And I don't think I would have gotten through this semester without you, and Sam as well. I am so glad that I met you both the first night, like it was fated. Reminiscing on the first day of classes, first day of school, where we met at the vending machine.
The vending machine. They told me the vending machine and expected me to know what they were talking about. The Yui vending machine on the first floor.
And toilet women.
I am a toilet man.
Well, and it was fantastic. I loved hanging out with you guys. I loved going to fucking Cheers Junior and Ages and whatever. And you know who I love going to Ages with the most? My girl Katie. Huge shout out to Katie. My literal YouTube co-star, my travel buddy. Thank you for going with me, being down to go to Okinawa and ride a freaking crazy ferry that was probably going to get canceled, and guess what, it did. It got canceled, and then we had to ride a scary ass boat back. Thank you for going to Tokyo with me, and even though you hate the bars, coming to the club with me for an hour, you know? Like, see the costumes, whatever, dressing up with me, even like Biwa, like all the memories from Japan are, it's crazy that they're memories to me right now, and they're not even like, how do I explain this? They're not even like, I'm not even in the same country as where these memories have taken place. It's like a fantasy location. My mind kind of trips up on that, but anyways, Katie, I love you. Thank you so much for being there for me. I want to thank Aidan too. It's Aidan! Wow!
No way.
I was so glad to have met him, to have someone show me so much compassion, and he honestly really made me love making videos, put more effort into them.
Can I see this?
Take some pictures. You can probably see like from like the first video before the Hiroshima trip, like production quality pretty much increased. Production quality pretty much increased. And that is a huge thanks to him, because Aidan, if you're watching this, I don't know if you are, but your videos made me want to do better. Watching your videos was like, I could tell you put your soul into it, and I wanted to do the same. So honestly, go subscribe. All of these people have YouTube channels, except for Sakura. Sakura doesn't have a YouTube channel, but Sam, Katie, Aidan, go follow them. And I guess my final shout out is gonna go to Mochi Kanji, because what? Thank you for sponsoring me. That was like the biggest dream of my life. Studying kanji can be so overwhelming, but Mochi Kanji breaks it down into sections so you can choose the type of kanji that you want to learn. Partnering with me for a video was, I like cried to my parents. I was like, oh my god, I'm famous, I'm making it big. So yeah, honestly, I have done so many things that I couldn't even have dreamed, and now it is unfortunately time to get back to reality at my shitty state school that I love so much. The dining hall, we have 3 dining halls here, which actually isn't a lot. In Japan we had 2, but I could not be more happy to be back here, because I've got my friends, I've got my parties, I've got my parents. I guess I also want to thank my parents for supporting me through this whole thing. I know it's been tough on you guys as much as it has been on me, but we got through it. We all got through it, and the only way to go from here is up. So there will be many more adventures to come.
I'm gonna end this video in my favorite way with a montage, my favorite song, and we're all gonna say goodbye to Japan together.
I'm so glad that I just get to like go out and look at fucking pagodas whenever I feel like it. Can I have a knockdown? Knockdown?